guys, it's the Omni Lotus, and I'm here with another channeled message, you guys. Okay, collective. I'm feeling a lot of confirmations coming through right now, so we're gonna run through them. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Okay, deep breaths. Archangel Michael, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesh, Lord Murugan, Bushindaji, Inanna Devi, Tri Devi, thank you, Great Mother, for bestowing upon me the gifts to be able to communicate with you. Please allow me to get this message across as eloquently and as beautifully as you give it to me, and allow the people who watch this video to receive it with great love in their hearts. Thank you so much, Davy. Okay, so I'm gonna run through some confirmations. Butterflies, mannequins are big right now. Mannequins, just like probably 101, creating a new sense of self. Okay, mermaids, still lots of siren energy, ocean, the water, as well as watercolors, flowers. I only say that too because I'm being drawn to this, but this is very significant. You might like these kinds of prints. Oh, different kind of nail designs. Collective, I'm here to tell you that you have shifted 133. You could be feeling like you've grounded, or you're grounding in, or you're finally noticing. You could feel all these things at once, that you are in a new timeline, in a new era, in a new space, in a new mindset. And I feel here that I'm being brought to this deck that I had. The snakes could also be significant. The Seed and the Sickle Oracle deck, and we're going to pull from that actually. I've not used this deck in a very long time. They're pulling me. They said yes, this is the deck right now. But yeah, it feels like you're recognizing you're in a new time. And I feel like also, ooh, oak, look at this. It could feel, it's not even so much that it's you can't even see it, that it's a tower moment, as much as I feel that lightning could even be like sudden change. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, you could feel like all of a sudden you are new. And it wasn't even like you had to do anything, it just shifted. And I feel like 13, I'm telling you, once threes are very significant. 333, it's not like you did anything, your mindset, you just shifted, you just were different, and then you were different. And I feel like looking at this like golden, I feel like you struck gold, collective. You struck gold. Pimpernel, but look at this compass. You struck gold. I feel like you've, excuse me. I feel like you're even seeing the compass at 333. Oh, Spirit is really talking to me right now. I feel like you are starting to be magnetized to your purpose, to your essence. 347, your internal being, your sacred divinity. I feel like you are finally, it feels like you know, when you go to eye doctor and they put that over and they are trying to see like which one do you see clearly in. It feels like you're focusing in, you know. 407. This is so lovely. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for this collective. And honestly, collective, Elder. I think Spirit is like I just heard touch grass. You could be like really needing to like go and connect with you know, just nature. Just find your favorite park or favorite place that's outside. 444, as I said, that 34 on this card. Like, it just, leave your like mark on the tree. Like, it just helps you really. And I feel like you're coming into this knowing about how in tune you really are, and how much this all 505 is just as much you as you are it, you know? Man, Jake, this is beautiful. Hey, I'm telling you, it's been a very long time since I used this deck, so like, thank you, Mercury retrograde. Genuinely. Wow. And here again, it just feels like you struck gold, collective. Like this new shift, this new mindset it's blooming into something like magnificent, godly even. It's just so, it's creative divinity. It's just so potent. It's beautiful, it's magical, it's radiant, and it shines from within you, collective. You're so beautiful. 555, and you're changing. And I feel like, collective, maybe you don't realize how much you're changing, shifting. Portals, okay? Wow. I feel like you're starting to see, like, collective, you could be noticing, I'm different, but to those around me, and that's your magic. And I feel like you're starting to make peace with your own shadows, and with that, in turn, it's becoming easier for you to, I feel like you found the key to how you want to relate to the world. 644, how you show up to the world, how you live your life the most authentic way that you can, without letting these snakes take you off your purity, you know? Take you off your, like, innate being, because trust your innocence, collective, because you're cut from the same cloth of divinity. 711, you're cut from the same cloth. If you're seeing this, I'm telling you, you're cut from the same cloth of divinity. This high vibrational light you are cut from, okay? Oh yes, Magnolia's 8. Also, the variations of numbers, like a number and then 44, you know, like 644, 844, 1044. I'm gonna see 744 in a second, but like 744, you know. So like, okay, so here with Magnolia, this feels very sweet though. I feel like, even, I'm gonna take this, this links, but I think this is the last card. I feel like it kind of goes in the middle of these two. I feel like you might, collective, there's a big call on your expression, and if you are very spiritual, like you are, like me, you probably are 811 if you're seeing this. If you're very spiritual like me, like you're deep in this, and you're like, this is like, it always comes back to this, no matter what. It always comes back to your divinity, to your faith, no matter what, no matter where you are always being thankful for God. This is who this collective is. This is who this collective is, and I love you so much. God loves you so much. Divinity loves you. The spirits, the fairies, the angels, okay? You, even collective, I'm not even gonna be scared to say this, even the darker aspects of the spiritual, you still play in, okay? This is duality, you understand. And that's where I'm coming with this message. You could be on the like darker, edgier side if you're seeing this, collective. I'm not gonna put you in a box. You just might like the little more macabre, okay? You might like a little more, I don't know your life, I don't know who you are, this is what I'm getting, okay? You just might like the little more taboo things, collective, and that's great. I feel like you shine, 922, you shine in all that. Your softness, your essence shines through all that. No matter how you choose to express your divinity, it is your divinity. Do not let nobody tell you you have to look a certain way, to partake in a certain whatever, to do whatever, to what. No, what works for you, okay? And I love you, and that just feels so very important. Like, don't let people make you feel like you gotta look a certain type of way because you're dealing with spirituality. Girl, You gotta let people be surprised sometimes. You just gotta let people be surprised at the fact that that's your niche, you know? Okay. And now I'm seeing Bracken and Rose. This feels so sweet. I feel like this feels so sweet. Roses are definitely significant. I feel like there's just this sacred coming to. And there's a lot of emphasis on power recently, like your own spiritual power completely bursting. It's like I even saw my solar plexus just burst open with like, oh, with like apple. Like I'm telling you, like it just feels like you're coming into a new knowing that you have always had this deep down inside of you, collective, okay? You've always had this deep down inside of you. I feel like you're just starting to access it a little bit. Learning languages can be significant. Wow, this is a very interesting card. What's the message here, Spirit? Clarify. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, it could feel like a lot on expression and just like first house energy, just also Mercury signs. Look into your Mercury sign, that could be significant. Just your Mercury and your Venus, how they get along and how you show up and how you want to go about you know dealings with people. I feel like collective, if you're seeing this, it could feel very daunting sometimes to make friends or connections with people. It could feel hard, it could feel like they don't accept you, or that you feel like you've done a lot of giving. You're done with the giving, and you're the kind of collective, me too, honestly, that's like I would want to be alone. Big hermit energy, honestly. But I feel like Spirit is kind of showing you that not everybody is going to hurt. Not everybody is going to poke. Not everybody is going to pry. People are going to receive you with kindness and grace and softness. I feel like collective here, we just really need to learn how to allow ourselves. 12-12 also, I don't know if I said that, but 12-12 is very significant. Allow ourselves. Allow this homecoming. Yeah, allow this homecoming. Daisy. Oh, this feels so sweet. I'm hearing Alice in Wonderland, like, you can na 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 with the flowers. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. On this golden afternoon. I love Alice in Wonderland so much. Like, genuinely, I feel like even this new moon coming up, honestly, when you're seeing this, timeless, but 1333, this new moon and or full moon that's coming up feels very significant. It is currently July as I'm seeing this. I feel like this feels like Eight of Wands energy. I feel like you are coming into a whole new world. And girl, get ready. Girl, gender neutral, but for real, I'm telling you, this homecoming energy, you struck gold, collective. This homecoming energy, and I'm telling you, it has to do with your creativity. It has to do with this new earth. It has to do with this new way of being. Just continue being who you are, and do not let anybody pull you off that path. You are made exactly as Devi made you. Goddess made you. God made you. The universe made you. The stars made you. Period. And I love you so much, okay? And it's like, I feel like in this time, if you're coming across this video, you are finally coming to terms with your sovereignty, your own ability to be part of divine expression, divine essence. It has always been within you, and I feel like you've downplayed that a lot of your life, and I think you're tired of it. And I also think your soul's tired of it, and I also think spirit's tired of it, and I also think your ancestors are tired of it. I am hearing them laugh. It's funny because it's like, I think the only person really that was scared was you, and they're like, rightfully so. And now you don't have to be. Now you don't have to be. So what will you do? What will we 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 do, Willow? How beautiful. I feel like in this time, if you're seeing Bramble, this is a pretty card. Wow. I feel like in this time, if you are seeing this video, you are going through a metamorphosis of sorts. Not 555, well, I said that. Not one like you've ever been through. It is a complete revamp of who you've been. That's why I'm really channeling a lot of mannequin energy. I feel like you feel very like doll-like. Like, if I could put the parts together, how would I do it? You know, I feel like that's what you've hit that part. Like, how do I really want to go about this life? And that's really, when you're in that kind of mindset, it can feel like a lot, especially if I channel for a lot of people, and I feel like my collective is neurodivergent. So if you feel like it can feel dense, I urge you to just allow yourself softness in this time, and know that you're iconic. Like, everything you do is iconic, and honestly, your intuition is going to lead you to greatness regardless. It is in your birthright. It is who you are. It just is. It is. It just is. So it's not something you need to think so hard on. You know, allow yourself the experimentation of it all. Allow yourself new avenues. Neuroscience is also popping up. I feel like allowing your brain to make new pathways is important. Strawberries. Ooh, that's a sweet smell. Ooh, and the seed. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just time for you to just see just how sweet you are, and just how lovely you are. 1744. And how this new beginning, and I mean new beginning, you're barely scratching the surface, babe. But now that you're scratching the surface, at least you're seeing all the possibilities, all the wonder. Moon War, look at this key. Like, I'm telling you, you've opened up the floodgates of something amazing, and you are, maybe you just take it slow, flow with the energy, flow with the motion. This new moon in Cancer feels very significant. Water, we got a Mercury in retrograde in Cancer, and the new moon coming up in Cancer. Wow, we're just feeling like ugh, like in a good way, but like that's how it feels. Like, oh my god, like I feel this. And it's still nice because I feel like you've hit a point where you can communicate that. Oh, see, journals could also be significant. Maybe you're getting a new journal soon. Maybe you've gotten a new journal. I feel like you're learning how to articulate yourself a lot better. Even with these arrows, I feel like I could take that as sword energy. I'm gonna stop pulling the cards. I said stop, okay, because I'm starting to get in it. But yes, but it's like you're in this new energy. You're in this new essence, and you're like, it's like you're forming, but you're formless. And you're trying to be very intricate about what it is that you're forming into. And I'm telling you, just be gentle and slow with the process, because in the long run, and trust, in the long run, you're going to look back and be like, oh my god, I'm so grateful that I took the time to really get into the intricacies of it all, about who it is I want to be and what I want to go about and how I want to show up and what I want to pour into and what's important to me and how do I set a boundary and show up in my life without allowing everything to just cave in. You and God are like this, and you're walking into it, no fear. You got the keys, baby. You got the keys. I love you.